Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sunless Seas. I've had a little bit of feedback on what I should be doing here, and I think I've decided that I'm going to sell a lot of the stuff that I have here. So, let's go to the shops. Where do we sell these things? Wolf Stock Exchange, yes. Casks of sapphires, they're a really good thing to sell. We have 5, so let's sell them all. That's so much money. That's more money than I've seen this entire time. Get rid of these casks of mushroom wine as well. Make sure I'm not accidentally buying them, because I am the sort of idiot who would click the wrong button, as you people well know. Let's not sell the unstamped Creative Brilliant Souls. It has to go to Mount Palmerston. Wait, is it Mount Palmerston? I hope so. I hope it's Mount Palmerston. That's what I've remembered in my brain. Let me just double check that. Miscellaneous? It'll be here somewhere, I know it is. I'm pretty sure it's Mount Palmerston, I'm sure it's fine. And we can also go and drop off this man, the wandering parson, to the Low Barnet. Ah, here we go. Visited from the Brine Blues there. His business on the dock. That doesn't help. Ah, bugger it. Never mind. Yep, I think I know where I'm going. Firstly, though, let's go speak to the Admiral. Do I have any port reports? I do not remember. Yes, the canal. That's just 5. Echoes, not great. No, let's not do the Island Republic yet. Ah, Visage. Ah, the island that looks up. I don't suppose you found out what it's staring at. Yeah, the ceiling. 40 echoes. And Admiralty's favour. Salt Lions. The Bazaar has always taken interest in that place. 20 echoes and 1 fuel. Not bad. Quaker Saven. Trying out the original rubbery lamps. And the Iron Republic. Hopefully this doesn't go horribly wrong, even though it always does. I turned my fan on, and it's making a horrendous noise, so I apologise if you can hear the Mystic Fan. Yes. Okay, now the other thing we need to do is repair our ship. Oh yes, we have 2 of these as well, Moves in the Great Game. Let's get rid of one of the Moves in the Great Game. We'll sell one of them for 30 echoes and more favour. Ask for subsistence. And the Admiralty Yards. We'll spend 25 echoes and 3 of our favours to repair the ship. Ah, it's fully ship-shape now. Wonderful. Okay. Our terror's looking a bit bad. Maybe we should actually try and do something about that. Do it in London? Carouse the docks? Let's carouse the docks. Give me 10 echoes. Sea shanties, fine food, and the warmth of a pub fire. And something more. You find yourself sharing a table with, let's go with the Likely Lass again. And we lost another 10 terror. Wonderful. Let's go to our lodgings and let's have a rest. Oh, we can afford the elegant townhouse. Oh, should I be that idiot? No, not yet. Rest in a room above the blind helmsman. We'll lose 1 terror, restful night. And we've lost yearning and burning. Wonderful. We are no longer on fire. There's probably something here that I'm forgetting that's horrendously important. It's usually the way I roll. We have an empty officer slot. Do we have no one to put in there? No cook? Oh, okay. 16. Well, we can do the Salt Lions, so let's go do that first. And then we still need to go back to talk to the bloke on the Isle of Cats. A bit of a mess at the end of the last episode where I couldn't actually do anything because I needed the something awaits you at dock. I should have just gone around in circles for a bit. Oh dear. A hiss of horror from the lookout. The glim lamp at the front of the ship is sputtering and arcing, fizzing with blue light. Even as you watch, the blue fades. But it's not a good omen. Yeah, let's attempt to calm them. We have a 100% chance. The darkness in the neath is more than the absence of light. It's a physical presence which distorts the shape of the world. Your light melts the darkness, restores sanity to the world. You explain something of this to your sailors. It's not the first time they've heard it, but they seem slightly less nervous. Perfect. Okay, Low Barnard is up here somewhere. So let's stick in the lamps, keep our terror as low as we can. This is going to be quite an adventure. There it is. And is it Z to submerge? No, it's T. T. They missed the trick there with Z. Z's probably something else. Is it the bat? Is it the Z bat? Yes, it is. I knew Z meant something. Right, let's pop into Low Barnet. I love the way you still hear the music, but it's like muffled by the water. I think that's a... Whoops, almost crashed. That's a really nice touch. Low Barnet. Deliver a wandering parson. He presses close to the porthole as you dock. Low Barnet, he murmurs. The gate to the deeps. You'll hear tales here from distant trenches of the Untersee, and some of them might even be true. But the strangest ones are jealously guarded. Light from the dock glints in his eye. Hidden mysteries and pliant listeners. He glances at you, then gathers his luggage. Won't you be joining me below for a while? An explorer could learn much of value here. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Let's explore the church. What goes on here? What brings its congregation together? There's no pulpit. The organ has bent and broken pipes, but Low Barnet is still a house of worship, of a sort. Groups of sailors gather in the aisles, the choir benches are clean and face a makeshift stage. Lantern-eyed fish pass behind colourful windows of stained glass. The door to the bell tower is guarded by two burly vergers. The tridents are a nice touch. I was thinking about this. If submarine technology is so illegal and so hard to obtain, how is there a congregation underneath the water of like surface dwellers? Do they just dive down, hold their breath, dive down? Or it seems a little strange. Ooh. Let's witness a contest of stories. The congregation is gathered before the altar, a sermon, but there seems to be two preachers. A competition is in progress. A voluble visitor tells of the Sideways Regiment, a plunderous legion of trained crabs. First, they present a mighty collective shell, then comes the onslaught of 1,000 nippers. Why, I only escaped thanks to the timely cloud of ink from my squid, which I befriended for precisely such an occasion. The unlikely story wins the acclaim of the congregation. Whilst her rival slumps, disappointed, the visitor waves her top hat and proceeds to the bell tower. Its doors close behind her. Okay, let's ask about this competition. What kind of contest is won by nonsensical lies about crabs? You approach an apprehensive seaman who is staring into the distance, perhaps imagining marching ranks of crustaceans. You ask what happened here. Competition? Best story wins. Captain says it's all in the delivery, but you need a fine yarn to spin too. When you inquire about the winner's reward, his gaze turns wistful. If they're lucky, they get taken up. Wish I had a story to tell. Let's see if we can follow her in. I don't think we can. Two surly vergers block your approach. Yes, I've done this. Go about your business. We've witnessed the story, so now we're at 1. A few souls linger, gazing at the closed door of the bell tower. You have just turned away when you hear the sonorous bong of the bell within. It peals, repeat every few seconds, before becoming abruptly muffled. Thus finally silent, an excited murmur runs through the congregation. Although you keep an eye on the bell tower door, the winner does not emerge. We do not have enough here, do we? We can trade stories with the congregation. No, we can't. Okay, well, we're done at Low Barnet. For now, we'll have to keep in mind that we come back here if we get some stories and things. I would quite like to do more. Let's launch. And Transform. Go back to the surface. We'll do a trip to the Salt Lions. From what I remember, I was told that I can do this trip a few times. Only a few times, and then it runs out. But you can make quite a lot of money, and I do like money. Money's good. I dock at Hunter's Keep. I probably should dock at Hunter's Keep, but where is the Salt Lions from here? Station 3. The Salt Lions are kind of straight diagonal, so if I keep going this direction, I should make it. Hopefully we'll try and stay in the lights, try not to get as much terror as humanly bloody possible. But at this point, I've just got used to getting terror. There's another argument to be said that I should go to the Salt Lions and the Isle of Cats in this one voyage. I can 2 birds with 1 stone. God knows what he's going to ask me to do now. Yes, I was incorrect in assuming in the last episode that doing that one mission was all I needed to do. I need to do more missions to gain that man's trust. So we are going to have to do more for him before I can continue with the ambition, which is fine. I don't know why I expected it to be easy. Nothing ever is. I dock at Mutton Island again for like the millionth time. Eventually something interesting happens here. Because it happened last time I played, but I clicked through it. Because I was an idiot and I thought it said what I'd read before. Which happens more than you'd ever think. Well, probably not surprised to you guys, because you guys know what's going to happen. Me, on the other hand, blindly clicking, it's fine. Right, let's dock here. Quaker Saven. Chat to the fisherman. Pirates plying the waves, smugglers at their work, carnage ships putting into resupply. Nothing dramatic, okay. Let's visit the hilltop above town again. Or we can try and do a midnight ceremony. But it's only 36%. A warm night on Mutton Island. A balmy wind blows from the east, rich with promise. There are torches bobbing up the hill. Whatever's happening, it's for locals only. But you could follow them. 36%, let's try. Okay. I don't know if I succeeded or failed, but this is a lot of text. You don't know the cliff paths like the locals do. You have to climb more than walk. Your skin is sheened with sweat by the time you reach the top. They've started without you. How rude. An elderly fellow wears a feathered headdress and not much else. He seems to be leading the ceremony. One assistant holds an ear of corn. Where did he find that down here? Another, a stone jug. Another, a clay tablet. The elderly priest addresses them all to his congregation. You catch snatches of it. The drowned man is not a god. The villagers hiss a reply. He came from the north, and to the north he will return. Another reply. The north is too cold for gods. Too cold for gods, they intone diligently. Finally, they nod in agreement. The circle turns as one to grab one of their number, a man or woman with a lamp. They carry him, or possibly her, to the precipice and hurl the flailing body over the edge down into the oily black waves far below. Their business done, the locals remove their robes and wander amiably back to town. They all seem quite jolly. Apparently the night's business went well. They retreat to the Cock and Magpie for a pint. They just threw someone off a cliff into sacrifice to a god who isn't a god? The drowned man? I assume throwing somebody into the sea is a good way of, appeasing a drowned man, but we got a tale of terror, which is always good, I guess. Okay, well, poo, I guess. Huh. How intriguing. Oh yeah, they say you learn something new every day. Apparently, let's not go live on Quaker Saven. You like to throw people off cliffs. I mean, I would have a problem with this, but it's not me who's being thrown off a cliff, so it'd be worse, right? Could definitely be worse. It could be me. I am intrigued as to why they threw them off the cliff, though. I wonder if we can progress that storyline anymore. Maybe we could have if we went to the... is that a pinnace or a... No, it's a bloody corvette. We're not going to make that decision again. I have no food. Oh, well, that's something I didn't bloody anticipate. I forgot to buy food, didn't I? Oh, God. Oh, no. I wonder if the salt lions have got food. This could be a serious issue. Oh, you moron. Absolute bloody moron. Never know, maybe I'll get lucky just this once. It's just a dock, it's fine. Do you have... No. Bucket. Oh, I also need to deliver the unstamped crate of brilliant souls before I go back to London. Oh, this is going to cause me some serious trouble. Maybe I should have done that first. Well, I'm here now, aren't I? So, Salt Lions. Carry Sphinx Stone back to London. You need 20. Cost me 200. You have 20 Sphinx Stone. Okay, so where are we going to get food from? Where is the closest port that may sell food? The Iron Republic, I believe, sells food. Do they? Do they though? Why am I assuming that? The canal might? Mutton Island does. Let's go with that. Let's go with that idea. Let's go back the way we just bloody came because of, you know, indecision. It's going to cost me a fortune as well if I buy any food from these bloody places. Let's beeline it, otherwise we're going to start eating our shoes. Hopefully we don't fight the Corvette on the way. And again, if I'm going to Mutton Island, I might as well go blooming London. Up off the Sphinx Stone. I wish I could remember who sold food. This is just a massive waste of time. It is my fault though. Underprepared in by nature. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's not a pinnace, that's a freaking Corvette. Let's not fight you. You know what, I'm going to try the canal. It kind of makes sense to me that the canal would sell supplies. So can you please go away? Thank you. Oh, bugger. Full speed ahead! Oh god, full speed ahead didn't do anything. There we go. We made it. Oh, there's the dock down there. Oh, there would be a massive fog bank right next to the bloody canal, wouldn't there? I should probably use my light more. I feel like terror's going to be the death of me if I don't do something about it. I try and negate it somehow. Let's gather information on a port report. Let's listen to surface gossip, get another move in the great game, and then let's hope they sell food. They do at a slight premium. And by slight, I mean significant, but I guess... must. By 3. I don't want to buy any more than that. Okay, I think we're good. You can feed yourselves now, guys. Let's go down to the Isle of Cats. Or do we go up to Mount Palmerston? Get that out of the way. Isle of Cats is closer. Do we have enough supplies, do we think, to go from here to the Isle of Cats all the way up to Mount Palmerston? I'm thinking hell no. But you only live once, right? So let's try it. My biggest concern is going to be Terra with that much journey. Wish I could cut through the fog. I mean, I can cut through the fog, I suppose. I can just go lights on. It's going to use more fuel, but we've got quite a lot of fuel. Should stop the Terra going up. Nope. Nope, definitely didn't. Definitely didn't. I think the only thing that stops the fog making my Terra go up quicker is a light and my light. Whoops. Worth a try, right? Do you know what? Actually, I'm going to keep that on for a little bit. Visage. No, Visage is just here. Then it's the Isle of Cats. Oh my god, that thing's beelining for me. Holy crap. Go away, jelly flower. You coming for me? I think he was. All clear. Okay, to the Isle of Cats, finally. Come on, let's get this done. I've just pansied around for like 20 minutes, achieving nothing. It's funny. The flourishing of years. I really should aim to go into those lights, shouldn't I? Light right below me. Let's get a Visage port report while I'm here. Might as well. I think it's easier to get one here. I don't have to go in there, do I? Read that in the last episode. Somehow I don't think people are going to want me to read it again. Unless it changed, which, you know, as we've learned is a distinct possibility. Thank you, Steam. I didn't realise Steam had horrendous login noises for when people come online. That's definitely a new thing. And I sure hope I can turn that off. Oh wait, no, that was Clumsy telling me that he was online. And then apologising for being online while I'm halfway through recording. Thanks, Clumsy. Okay, while we're here, experiments in red honey. The next time you're summoned, you see your patron. It is not in their offices at the Honey Tongue. Instead, you find yourself in a well-lit laboratory of book-lined walls and delicate equipment. Ivory does not pause in their task of pouring red honey into a Kerbic flask? Kerbic flask? It is possible to encourage Landlighter bees to seek out one kind of memory over another. They announce without any preamble. It's all about what you expose the bee to. Once it has drunk the maddening nectar of crimson roses, but it is an uncertain process full of guesswork. The alarming scholar and I have been trying to apply the scientific method, you could say. They look fun for a moment, soft. I require you to perform a little experiment for me. Shouldn't take too long. Okay. I'll send a mellifluous sister with you. Just expose the bee to intense emotion. Pick one and don't get too fancy. Ivory packs you off to the Honey Tongue, reasoning that emotions are bound to run high in its silk-clad rooms. The mellifluous sister follows behind you, holding a crazed lamplighter bee in a filigreed cage. She mutters, straining prayers under her breath. Oh, okay. So I can either sacrifice a member of my crew, or I can just pay somebody. The courtesans of the Honey Tongue are warm and accommodating if you have the coin. It is not easy to create an amorous mood between a nectar-maddened bee and a chanting, mellifluous sister. Luckily, the courtesan you selected takes the situation as something of a professional challenge. You emerge from the encounter a few hours later, smiling and thoroughly rumpled. The mellifluous sister collects the cage and gives you a small nod. Your duty is, as it were, discharged. Royal prerogatives. I have been singing your praises to Leopold. Isari's eyes warm at the name. You could almost envy the Pirate King. Almost. I would like to introduce you to him. Yes, I think it's time. Let me guess. Something awaits me at port. They make a mime of thoughtfulness, though each word they say is carefully measured. But when one meets a king, one needs exactly the right sort of gift. It's only polite. Well, okay, so we can't do that yet, so we're going to have to come back here again at a later date. So, there's one thing left that I want to do in this episode. Mount Palmerston. Pretty sure I've got to take it to Mount Palmerston. I'm kind of confused because I don't know where to look in my bloody book to tell me where to take these bloody things. Let's have one last look, shall we? Recruit, favours... Mount Palmerston, there you go. You agreed to smuggle souls from London to Mount Palmerston. So let's... well... let's go. And hope. And pray and all those other things that people do. That we can get there without getting smashed in, and hopefully in 4 minutes. Somehow I don't think I'm going to get there in 4 minutes, so this episode might run a little bit longer. Not that most people would moan about that. In fact, most people want me to do longer episodes. I don't know why. But I don't think I've done an episode that's run longer for quite some time. I used to do it accidentally all the time, but nowadays I like to stick to my guns. I should totally stick to the lights though, if I can. We have a fair amount of fuel. It's food again, that's going to be a bloody problem. I should really look at spending my secrets on upgrading my stuff as well. What are these called? Tributes? Stats? I don't actually know what the official name is. Isn't that embarrassing? Laughter from the foredeck. Okay, so something awaits me in port. So in theory I could turn around and go back to the Isle of Cats, but no. I am set upon a mission and I shall complete it. Just hopefully we don't run into anything nasty. That's my biggest concern. This game really likes to just kick you. Like Sunless Skies, you can run away from things, or you can fight them. Like because of the dodge mechanic in Sunless Skies, your ability to fight is significantly higher. Even if they can one-shot you, as long as you can dodge the shot, you're fine. Here, they can just keep wailing on me, and I'm just not ready with the combat. Basically, the excuse I'm giving here. Please don't be fog. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Let's cut around the other side of the Salt Lions. My terror's getting pretty high. Let's turn on the light. We can buy fuel at Mount Palmerston cheap, so keep that in mind. I say cheap. I'd rather not spend any echoes, but we are significantly flusher with echoes than we used to be, so I should probably make advantage of that fact and not throw my character away just because I'm too cheap to use the fuel that we have 7 of. It is going to be quite a journey, though. I can still like micromanage it, turn it off when I get into lamps and stuff, or lanterns. Buoys? I guess they're buoys, aren't they? They're light buoys. So I can kind of turn it off here, save some fuel. I knew where the next light was. The problem is I've got this big black splob where something interesting should be. Okay. Oh, it still goes up in the light. It just goes up slower. Okay. You discover Pigmoat Isle? Yes. I still need to do that place again, actually, now I think about it. Oh well. Probably do that at some point. That was a very fun story. Oh, ball bags. That's a lot of fog. Oh crap. Oh, straight through it then. This was not part of the plan. Oh, that's a big crab. Big crab. Full speed ahead. Oh, sweet Jesus. Uh-oh. I pushed my engines too far, now they want to explode. You push your engines too far, too fast. Sailors scream, flames rage. 66%? Please? Oh, we succeeded. Wonderful. Your chief engineer face is pale as wax. I don't know what's happening to the engines. I think they might need exorcism. You now have 20,000 engine power and 80 times fuel efficiency. I don't know if this is bad. I think it is. Holy crap. Oh dear. Oh dear. Turn off the lamp. We need to save the fuel, but we're going to make the most of this. Ming, 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 ming. We are going to crash so badly. Where the freaking hell am I? My god, Mount Palmerston's just up here. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Mount Palmerston and then I'm going to buy loads of fuel so we can skirt on back to London at full speed. This is nuts. A sudden calm. The smoke pouring from the deck hatch ceases. Your chief engineer emerges. What now? The roar of the engine has subsided. It's over. Whatever happened. And look, I found this. In your engineer's cupped hands lies a pile of waxy pellets. Hell's droppings. Some sort of byproduct of the... You know what? I've no idea. Ah. Well, we gained 1 fuel. You know what? That was probably the best thing that's happened this entire time. That was brilliant. The idea of just... Oh, shit! Oh, we need food. Bugger. Of course we do. But we've cut a massive amount of time off our journey there. Holy crap. I want a ship that goes that quick all the time. That'd be amazing. Exploration would no longer take, like, 45 minutes. Oh, I need that. We made it. Mount Palmerston. Here we go. Deliver your smuggled goods. A hooded figure with a lantern waits at the far end of the quay. You give the hooded shape a sign of recognition. It hisses the reply you expected. You hand over the crate and receive a chitty marked with a thief's sign. You'll receive the promised remuneration in London. Well, at least we're not going to get our legs broken by the blind bluesar. There's actually somebody here called the Merciless Modesty. Need 5 bales of parabolan linen, though. I should probably write that down, you know. I am going to write that down. That seems like the sort of thing that if I find where to get parabolan linen, which I'm pretty sure is the Iron Republic. At least it was last time I was there. Not sure if it still is. I'm just going to write this really roughly somewhere. The Merciless Modesty. Mount Palmerston, and we want it to be 5 times BB linen. Keep that in mind. Right. Chat to the port folk about the Brimstone Convention. There was a revolution in hell and the aristocracy of the devils fled here. They joined in plot... Oh yeah, we've read that before. Take a note of a veiled woman. A middle-aged woman in a veiled hat is staring at you, waiting for you to notice and listen to her. She begins, commandingly, as though you had met at a salon in London. As though there were no burning mountain at her back. And as though you were socially just a little her inferior. "Thank goodness, someone who might help me," she says. "I have been searching everywhere. My brother is troubled, you see, troubled by some past difficulties. I came to Mount Palmerston because I thought possibly they had his soul." She drops her voice to a whisper on the last words. "But it isn't here. And now there's something else I must try. And you have a submarine." Okay. That's disgustingly horrendous. The woman is no longer exactly youthful, but she speaks passionately from under her veil. Perhaps she has studied heroines on the stage. "I need help to be reconciled with my dear brother. He used to work for the Admiralty. Something happened to distress him there. When I asked him about it, he said that I had enough to worry about with my own concerns. My husband was ill at the time, but I could help him if he would only permit me to know his troubles. For, you know," she puts her hand on her heart, "bearing one another's burdens is what makes us truly good." She tells her that you'll need to go to Igel, the City of Regrets. Find her brother's regret and return it to her. She will pay, gladly. Okay then. Do you sell food here? They do, and they sell fuel. So let's buy 3 of that and 1 fuel just to make me not feel like I'm going to run out of fuel before I go back to London. And this seems like the perfect place for me to end this episode. Thank you very much for watching. That ended very funny with that engine explosion. I enjoyed that far too much. But please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. And as always, see you next time.